Yo, what's up, everyone? Today I am going to be. Yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of Ian and Drules' Life Stories interview for what I did last year, right after graduation. It was like we did the interview on June 3rd, but it was actually released on June 6th because of all the editing and stuff. So today I'm going to be reacting to my interview personally, and if I'm not clear on anything in the interview, I will explain those topics in more detail. So enjoy the show, guys.
Today, me and Ian are going to be interviewing each other right after graduation of high school, and we're going to talk about our early life and so on till now. And yeah, let's start the interview.
So this is going to be about my life story. It's probably going to be a long video because I'm going to share lots of detail in this interview.
Yep.
I don't really have anything to share from birth to 2 years old, except for watching Baby Einstein and stuff, since I probably knew about that show since birth. Those of you who don't know what Baby Einstein is, it is a show featuring puppets that is meant to entertain little kids and toddlers, like babies and toddlers or something like that. And Baby Einstein basically entertains like babies and toddlers with puppets. And that's what Baby Einstein. It's like a kids TV show for like babies and toddlers and stuff.
Oh, I see.
Nothing really dramatic happened. It wasn't up until I was 3 or 4 where I got fed mac and cheese and didn't want to try it. It was at a daycare.
Oh, what the hell? Really?
Yeah, I was only like 3 or 4.
Oh, I see. My life was a bit different. Like around that time, I probably was more used to having mac and cheese.
I didn't real. I mean, I like mac and cheese now, but
Yeah,
at
it's good
that
now.
time, I probably didn't.
Yeah, for real.
And also, not mention the fact that I literally split my head open when I was 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. It wasn't good.
Yeah, that did actually happen, although I don't remember it, but my parents do, and they told me about it. I split my head open in when I was like 3 or 4 years old at daycare, and to be honest, I don't remember feeling the pain. But I also didn't want to eat mac and cheese as used to, so did I do something pretty dumb, or was it just some genius kid that actually tried to figure out a way to get himself out of eating mac and cheese? Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna put too much thought about it, but I did not want to eat mac and cheese, and I don't know how I managed to get out of that because I am not really sure. I haven't eaten mac and cheese in years, even though I liked it back when I was maybe 12 or 13. But I'm not putting too much thought into that, so I'll just continue watching. I do not remember. My parents do though.
Oh God.
I think that's when I found out about ceiling fans. When I was at when I was at the last daycare place
Wow.
that I was being taken to.
What? What?
Speed. Yeah, I saw the ceiling fan spinning really, really fast. When I was a lot younger. That's probably how I became interested in ceiling fans, I think.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, I think there was a daycare place when I was 3 or 4 that had two ceiling fans. There was one of them that was in the dining room and one in the office. I remember that fan in the dining room was spinning slow, and then later it was spinning, and then what I've seen it spin fast a few times, meaning that it was on the fastest that it was on high, but it was probably on low before. But if I'm being totally honest, I don't think I've seen it on medium before, the one at the daycare. I may never come back there again since it's been like 13, 14 years since I've been to that daycare place. Also, not also mention the time where I lifted a chair over my head in preschool.
Did you? How'd you actually lift a freaking chair? That's honestly crazy.
Over my head in preschool.
Oh.
Yeah, that did actually happen. I lifted a chair over my head at preschool, but we had to move stuff around, so I saw like one of my classmates doing it, and I was like, why not do that? So I just decided to be really silly and do it anyways. It was actually at school when I did that. To be honest, I just started walking with it when the chair was on top of my head. True.
Oh.
And then this is where the moment happens. This is when I was in kindergarten. I remember hiding like under my chair.
Hey, how? What? Wait, since when were you starting to hide under a freaking chair? That honestly is crazy.
I don't remember doing that. My parents told me.
Oh, so you learned how to do that?
No, I did not learn how to hide under a chair. I probably just figured it out myself.
Oh, okay, okay. Honestly, though, yeah. Yeah, you can learn that yourself.
I've
Alright.
had some moments in kindergarten. Not really that much. We did have buddies, though I don't really remember.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. First grade is where like things start to get interesting. Well, before that happens, for kindergarten, I don't know what was going on, but like I did have buddies, and I think I had to go somewhere with those full of like third through fifth graders, and I got paired up with a buddy that was like maybe in fourth or fifth grade. Really chill guy, but like either way, it was I didn't really care at that time, but like first grade is where things actually start to change.
Alright.
Like for first grade, I was in a class with people with disabilities,
Oh.
and like there were some people that couldn't control their emotions at school.
Alright.
Like I would literally see someone like take I used to this is so funny. Yeah, like someone like in my first grade class like just taking their clothes off out of complete anger. What do you think of that?
What?
Before you guys say anything about what I just said there, first of all, it partially happened. Like, there was this girl in my first grade class that would literally just like take her shirt off and shout. I am not going to say what she shouted because I'm afraid I will get demonetized. So I'd rather just like keep this personal. I'd just rather not say this like what she said on my YouTube channel before like actually taking her shirt off in the class. I'm not gonna say like what she yelled in the classroom because I'm afraid of like actually getting demonetized. So I don't want this video to be taken down. So like I'm just not gonna say it.
That's crazy.
I find that unbelievable.
That's so weird.
Although there was one time or multiple times where I had to do buddies, I got like paired up with like a third or fourth grader. Yeah, pretty much everyone in my first grade class, pretty much everyone got paired up with like third or fourth graders that were like from a different class that were in like SAI classes, I think. But like I didn't really like that because I wanted to be with someone like my age at that time. But like now, I personally don't care who I want to be with for like buddies or something. I don't think buddies really happen in college unless if you're like in a group or something. But like to me, as of now, it really doesn't matter. When I was in first grade.
Wait, what?
Did you? I'm dead ass.
Oh no.
Did you have to go through any like that?
In like early life?
Yeah,
Not really. I don't know, my early
good
life.
for you.
I kind of forgot my early life, kind of.
Oh,
Yeah. My early life wasn't terrible. It's just stuff I forgot. It's just stuff I really just forgot in mind.
yeah, and also forgot I had like nightmares about Baby Einstein since I was 4. Why did I not even think of that?
Oh my god, I used to even like ask you, "Oh, are you afraid of Einstein? Baby Einstein?" No. Absolutely not. Okay, anyways.
Yet again, Baby Einstein is a show made to entertain babies and toddlers with puppets to teach them like basic things or something like that. So basically, the puppets is from Baby Einstein are like what I had nightmares about, because I don't exactly know what actually caused that. Like, if I'm being honest with you, they kind of still happen, but I don't get affected by them at all, and they don't, and they like don't happen not even nearly as much as they used to. But either way, I'm not really affected by it anymore. I was in classes with people with disabilities up until like mid second grade.
Okay.
Uh, Yep, and also there was one time where I threw up all over my entire bed when I was like
What the?
6 or 7.
Okay, what the hell? When did that happen?
Huh?
When did
Like
that
when did
happen?
that?
Yeah.
Like I was in like first grade,
Oh. Okay.
and yeah, I had to miss like a buddy day, and in my head I was like, thank God.
All right.
Being a little over dramatic there. The fact that I said I threw up all over my entire bed, that wasn't actually true. I was being a bit over dramatic there. But like in reality, I did throw up on my bed sheets. But it was before I had a bunk bed that's like right above me. Way before it, like probably before I had this. I don't and to be honest, I do not remember what year I got this in. But yeah, my dad was like right outside my door and like he witnessed that. And like I had to stay home from school and it was on a Friday and like we had buddy days on like first every Friday or like every other Friday. I don't remember it being canceled on like any Friday. It possibly could have been canceled. But however, I did miss a buddy day and I was so relieved that that happened. I was so relieved that I had to miss a buddy day. But like I don't really remember. It probably was in August or something. In like when I was like 6 years old. Maybe close to the beginning of the school year. Well, I don't really know. I was really little. To be honest, that's pretty much everything for first grade. I don't really have anything else to share that's like anything that's
First grade
important.
though, like legit, I had the freaking last day of school on freaking June 13th, bro. That was uncalled for, actually.
I think my second grade last day was like closer to there too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my second and third grade last day was like that same week what Drules said for when his last day was like June 13th for first grade. My second and third grade last days were probably like the same week. So in second grade, that's when mid second grade I got like moved to a general education class.
Oh.
And I noticed it was a little bit harder to like behave there and like they were more strict.
Oh.
They were more strict and it was just like I eventually got used to it. I don't really have anything dramatic to share in second grade.
Oh, okay. Second grade, I didn't really have much to say in life. Like, nothing much happened.
Third grade is where things take a turn. Well, yeah, second grade, I did get moved to education classes because the SAI classes for like second grade were like too easy, and it wasn't mid second grade when I got moved. But like the general education classes for second grade weren't that bad. The general education classes, they might have been a bit hard, but like it wasn't that bad. But like third grade, oh boy, I have a story to tell you about third grade.
Third grade. Alright.
And also, I think I found out, and I think this might have been the year that I found out about Super Mario.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more.
Okay.
Third grade was a real pain in the ass for me.
Oh no. Oh what now?
Let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of EDCC before?
Nah.
Extended Day Childcare. You've never heard of it?
Yeah. I haven't heard of it.
Interesting. So basically it's where some people go after school if some kids go after school if parents have to work or something. Like extended day childcare is like where kids from elementary school, like it's just right at the school. It's where they go if their parents can't pick them up and they just stay there for longer until like 6 p.m. At like the latest.
Oh.
Lucky for me, I didn't stay until 6 p.m., but I did stay pretty late at some occasions. Well, guess what time how late I had to stay that
Wait,
in
how
EDCC?
wait, how long wait, so third grade you have
Like
to
take a
like 12? Like 12 a.m.
no, it was like 6 p.m. is when it closes. 6 p.m. is when it closes.
What the hell?
If you don't get your homework done in third grade, you have to sit on the bench during recess and finish your homework. Yeah, bunch like some stuff was skipped because like he accidentally opened some files. So apparently, the ECC place is extended day childcare. It is basically a building where like kids go if their parents have to work and they pick them up later whenever they get off work or something, or like whenever they can. But like it closes at like 6 p.m. and the latest I actually stayed was like maybe 5:25, 5:30 p.m. something like that. And also, I used to be so over dramatic or like fall apart if my parents were late to picking me up. That's not the case anymore. Thank God. But like in reality, I I didn't really do homework at EDCC because I didn't really have enough time. And I think I had to be at home. I didn't really tell my parents because like I didn't have enough time to do my homework in third grade at EDCC. I think I may have had the same thing for fourth grade, but like I had the same thing for fourth grade, but like more on fourth, but like I'll get back to fourth grade later. For now, I'm moving on. For now, I'm on third grade.
Oh.
Yeah, third grade is where I also missed the most days of school. True, those are all sick days though. Most of them were. I don't exactly remember how many days, but I missed at least a week of school in total, but like not a week straight. Maybe like an extra like maybe like a week and like a few days. I don't really know. But believe me, third grade, I was sick a lot in an entire school year.
Oh. I see.
Mainly because I was sick a lot that year.
Oh. Okay. That's
Yeah,
weird.
and there was also yeah, I forgot to show this information in second grade, but if there was a 3 o'clock day, I would say like nap time and then just fall asleep.
Oh.
Like I would try to, and then be like, it wouldn't be successful because I would have to do work in second grade.
Okay. All
Also, my
right.
parents were not happy about me not completing my homework at ECC.
What?
Yeah, I tried to follow. If I didn't really like late days back then in second grade, so I would probably just fall asleep to like bypass the time quicker. But it wouldn't be. But it would be unsuccessful unless it would be unsuccessful because I had to pay attention in class. It was like an hour later, and it felt like forever to actually get through an extra hour when I was a kid.
What the
There were
heck?
these days of collaboration days and non-collaboration days for each Wednesday, and they were just like little hell for me
Oh boy.
because some Wednesdays we would get out at 2, some Wednesdays we would get out at 3. And on 3 o'clock Wednesdays, I would refuse to do any homework at EDCC. 2 o'clock Wednesdays and other days, I would only do homework until like 2:50, which was before recess, because there were like a few times where I had to stay in during recess and finish my homework, and I was like, screw it, I'm not doing that.
Honestly though,
My parents got.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So like, I was always doing my homework and stuff, but I didn't really go to an EDC something. I just kept up with the regular general education.
EDCC.
Yeah, I didn't go there. I just went to just regular general education.
Were you in small classes like for people with disabilities?
Uh, Back then, no, I didn't. I didn't have like disabilities back then. I was just a normal kid, just casually just.
Yeah, I know you. We both have autism.
Yeah, until I got like autism, somewhere
True.
like I don't even know how old, but somewhere in my early ages.
I was 3 when I got diagnosed with autism.
I probably got diagnosed with it. Yeah, probably like I don't even know when. Probably when I was saying I don't even know when. I don't even know when I specifically got diagnosed with it. Probably like when I was little, but I just don't remember.
Well, the collaboration days for 3rd grade. 3 o'clock Wednesdays or 2 o'clock Wednesdays. Which one do I prefer better? You have 5 seconds to answer. If you said 2 o'clock Wednesdays, you're right. Those are what I like better. 3 o'clock Wednesdays, I refused to do any homework at ECC. But the consequences were that I had to do homework at home. And like 3rd grade, it was an absolute pain in the butt because of that. And I think the solution was to not go to EDCC because like there were times where I had to stay in during recess at EDCC specifically to finish homework. And I didn't tell my parents any of that. So like, and I'm still like struggling on showing information. I still struggle with it sometimes, even as an adult. So like, it's basically not like I didn't want to risk getting a homework slip in 3rd grade, but believe me, it's happened to me at least twice.
But I know that there was a situation where when I was like 3, I've I got a ridiculously high fever that put me to the hospital. Nearly died, but I'm fine.
That's what
I'm here. I'm here.
that's what happened to me.
You had a
That's what
seizure?
happened to me.
You actually had a seizure?
No, no,
Yeah.
no. You said wait. Was it a fever or a seizure?
Well, it was a seizure.
Oh, so I got sent to the hospital because I had a high fever.
Nowadays when I had a high fever, I was actually fine without going to the hospital. But when I went to the hospital when I was 3, I freaking had a freaking seizure. I couldn't even breathe. Like it
That's
was
really
that bad.
that's really scary.
Yeah, I don't know how I actually managed to survive as a human being. I would have died at age 3, but nope. Somehow I managed to survive the odds. I don't even
How
know
long
how.
were you at the hospital for?
I can't even recall. I forgot because it was like probably like multiple hours. I don't even know when.
I had to stay overnight at a hospital for like 3 days.
What the bro? Mine wasn't even that bad. I don't even know what the hell happened to me. My memory is just complete like doo doo.
Understandable. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yeah, homework. Well, I did get sent to the hospital when I was 5 years old. I had to stay maybe at least 3 nights there. It was probably from like either a fever or dehydration. I don't remember. One of those two. But like when I was 5 years, but like back then, I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was going to be home, but like I was in a bed and like I didn't know like I was so confused. I didn't know what was going on. Like back then, like when I was 5 years old, I was very confused. I didn't know like what was going on. I didn't know I was not going home. But like I was only 5. So I was just very confused at that time. I did not know what was actually going on back then. It was at least I managed to go home within like 3 nights. I don't remember what the hell happened to me. I couldn't, I was throwing up a lot, had to be sent to the hospital. And I think that was in like May of like 2012, so I was 5 years old. I have not been to a hospital since then, which is a good thing. Yeah, so my parents weren't happy for me completing my homework on time. And like there were times where I had to stay at like there were times where I didn't finish and my mom would come early and I would be like, "Oh, hell no. I didn't finish
Okay.
my homework."
Oh, I never
I
had
would like
issues with. I never had issues with finishing up homework. It's just like this year I've had issues with it, but over
why
time,
do you
like,
have
because I was just
why should I have
lazy.
issues?
I was just lazy.
Yeah,
This year, I was just real dead lazy.
understandable.
Yeah,
So my parents would like take away my dog from me. They wouldn't let me play with him because of homework.
fair
I
enough.
was like 8 or 9 at the time. Like, which I honestly think is kind of unfair because I loved my dog at the time.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah, and no offense, but if my parents took my dog away for homework, I probably would not care.
Oh,
But I
right.
still have to like take care of my dog and like feed him and give him water and stuff.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, if you got a pet, you gotta do stuff for your pet.
Yeah, you got to do that. And to be honest, I might have gotten into an argument with my parents when I was 8 or 9. I don't really remember. Oh yeah, I think the my parents taking my dog away probably caused a lot of arguments for me and my parents just for homework, which like for third grade, that is honestly uncalled for, if you ask me. But like I did not want to do homework at ECC because like I didn't really have the time to do that there. Because when I was doing homework, my mom would come early and like I was a very slow rider. And my God, it was a pain in the butt just because I had to write words. And sometimes it would be a lot, so much writing that I wouldn't be able to get all of it done. Like, sheesh. Literally.
Oh, I've had several freaking arguments at that age too.
Understandable. We've all had arguments
I
with our
don't know. That was
parents.
like a long time ago, and I had pretty garbage memory. Other than that, not much really happened to me when I was like 8 or 9. Because like when I was like 8, nothing really just happened. Just a casual like average days of schools and like I don't know. When I was 9, I don't know what happened. I think I had got a freaking skateboard that I don't even use today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so what I, so at 9 years, for me, at like 9 years old, like I wasn't able to like I wasn't managing my time very well with homework,
Oh, I mean, I actually did
which
fine.
got, yeah, that's what got me a missing homework slip and had to sit on the bench during recess. It happened to me like only twice the entire school year, but still, it's pretty bad.
So stuff that really happened when I was 10. Honestly, I just got a new scooter that I still have today, and I can still ride it. There was one time where I actually used my scooter from like 7 years ago, and then like I was able to get to school in like well former high school in the freaking 5 minutes. Whereas as long as it takes for me to drive there, other than that, nothing much really happened when I was 10. It's just all I got was just a new scooter. That's pretty much it. Oh,
Moving
wait.
on.
Oh, I actually forgot to recall something. Like, I remember when I was 10, like, I was at this party with, like, my family and, like, that, like, a lot of family friends. And then I ate this jalapeno and my tongue just burned like crazy. And then my mom had to result with giving me a lot of, like, ice water. And that actually helped, but cold milk could have helped it. But I actually wasn't even interested in cold milk until, like, recently. Very recently, actually.
Milk draws the spice out more than water.
Yeah, well, ice water.
Right, yeah. Moving on to fourth grade. I don't. Well, missing homework slip. Hmm. Did I actually have missing homework slip? Get a missing homework slip from third grade? Yes, definitely. Twice. The first reason was because I was lazy and didn't want to do my homework. I crossed something out that had to be done because I was lazy or like thought it was too hard. The second time was that I actually forgot my homework. I even blamed my mom on it, which I really should have not done. Pretty messed up if you ask me. Really think like I was like between 9 and 10. I don't really have like anything much to actually share except for one thing.
What?
I had an iPad in fourth grade. There was one time where where I wanted to record something.
All right.
This was actually when I wanted to like make lots of videos. I remember like recording very long videos on my mom's phone, just doing like random.
Oh,
I was always into making videos.
not gonna lie, though, I haven't really been into videos until like a few years ago. But I haven't really started filming until I was like 15 or something.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
when I was when I was in fourth grade, there was one time where I forgot my iPad to bring to my grandparents' house,
Oh,
and this was back in August. I don't know if I was in school or not.
probably. Probably before
Well, I
that.
don't remember. Well, I don't remember.
I don't even know either. Like, I don't know what I did. What I really did in fourth grade was just like learning how to play dodgeball. I think remember when I was like, what, 5 or 6 or something, I was like freaking good at basketball until my dad discouraged me and I couldn't even be as good in basketball anymore. But I actually did really good in like flag football when I was like in my early ages, and then I stopped playing it when I was like 8 because there was just nothing else. There's no flag football programs for guys, so well in a while. So, but
I used to
anyways,
play soccer as a in my early life, but that didn't go well. I didn't want to play it.
yeah, I used to play basketball back in those days, but didn't go well due to discouragement, and then I ended up resorting to flag football, which got me interested.
Well, yeah, I didn't really take soccer that seriously when I was a kid. I used to play around. I used to like goof around there. I did not really take soccer that seriously. And like that same girl that like took her shirt off in the first grade classroom was like on my soccer team. I had a fit at like the field and I got brought home. Pretty embarrassing. Okay,
Yeah,
understandable.
yeah. Moving on.
All right. In fourth grade, in September I was like really worried that I was gonna like forget my iPad from my grandparents. I like once I got to like the EDC, like I told my teacher that I was concerned, but I didn't like tell her why I was concerned. That I was worried that I forgot my iPad at my grandparents' house.
Yeah,
Not at my grandparents' house, but at home, and thought I thought I was gonna leave it at home. I was like really panicking.
I see. I see.
But like once I got to like the EDCC place, I called my mom, and would you believe it? My iPad was packed in the backpack to go to my grandparents' house.
All right, all right, all right. We're just gonna say it's not funny, but just wait. You actually heard it ringing?
N- no, like my iPad was in a different place. I wasn't ringing. It was like there was like
Like
a
buzzing?
phone at the EDCC place that I called my mom on. There's a few things I forgot to share in my early life before I move on to fifth grade.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, fourth grade, there was actually, to make it more clear, like in August before school, in just before fourth grade, I forgot my iPad to go to my grandparents' house. And like that resulted in some where I couldn't even watch YouTube on my iPad. Couldn't even film what I wanted to film. So I had to wait like one more month, which felt like freaking forever. And I waited until September. And like I told my teacher about it, about me forgetting my iPad at my grandparent. I told my teacher that I was worried that I was going to forget my iPad at my grandparents because my grandparents were going to pick me up straight from that EDCC place. So I had to make sure everything was packed in the morning beforehand, which, last minute packing could be stressful if you have too many things. But like either way, it's like not really a big, like, I think, how do I say this? Hmm. Well, I wanted to film like Mario Party 10 in September, and like I called my mom at the ETC place like as soon as I got there, and like she checked my backpack, my iPad was in there, so like I felt relieved when that happened. But like I might have been only at the EDCC place for like maybe 10 or 15 minutes or something like that at minimum. And then my grandparents picked me up to like to like take us to their house. And I think that very next day I started filming. Didn't really go well for me because like I was holding it. I should have set it on a chair and I was playing it at the same time, so it was like really hard to multitask. The ones with like the Wiimote with like the vertical thing where you do this, all that was easy, but like holding it sideways, I didn't know you had to do that until like very recently. So like I know exactly what to do now. So like that's pretty much fourth grade. For the last like two to from second to fourth grade, I would always stay at a friend's house after school, like after school on the first day. And I had homework on third grade, and I didn't want to do it at my friend's house, and I just scolded at my teacher saying, "I don't want to do it."
Oh my god.
That is actually
Wait,
true.
I
I
think
was
so.
not a fan of my third grade teacher, to be
Oh.
honest.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Honestly,
I
I
might
just
have
kept
been,
doing homework.
yeah, I might have been discouraged by her a couple times. I don't remember.
Uh oh. Not good.
Yeah, cause like I do have a friend. Like I have not seen him in years. I don't really know if I don't really have plans to hang out with him. Like I haven't seen him in years. I stayed at his house on the first day of school for like maybe first to third grade, like second and third grade, maybe fourth grade. I'm not sure. It's possible it was fourth grade, but I do not know. But like for the first day of school, I'd always go to his house until like my parents would pick me up instead of EDCC, and that was very nice of his parents to let me in there to like invite me over or something. I didn't plan this. I think my parents did, but like either way, I did not want to do homework at my friend's house, and it was actually true. I scolded at my teacher, my third grade teacher. The like even though she didn't think I could be successful, I proved her wrong, and I think like now I think she's proud of like she's actually I think she's proud of me for like being successful now, even though like I've probably gotten in a lot of trouble in that class. like a couple times. But like I staying at a friend's house, there might have been maybe at least like one or two times where I had to go to ECC on the very first day of school. But that was only the very first. That was only the very first day of school that I went to a friend's house for like maybe second and third grade, maybe fourth grade. I'm not sure.
I think around that time of the year, I was like freaking good at math. I don't even know how I managed to like be faster than everyone else with in terms of finishing up math problems.
May have felt that way
Bro, I was
before.
such a genius at it.
Yeah, I was also good at math too.
I actually loved math. Well, until now. Nowadays, it's
Yeah, it's
just got
hard now.
worse.
Yeah, I've been thinking the same thing.
Yeah, math is just getting worse, and then
All right, there was one time where I spent the night at one of my friend's house when he moved because he moved away, and like both of us had 3DSs. It's like I got my 3DS in like Christmas of 2016.
okay, that's like
And
you
as of
not
right now, it still works.
dang.
It just has to be plugged in all the time because if I unplug it and play it for like just a few minutes,
It
it turns
dies.
off.
That's weird.
And then it just turns back on. Like the battery is probably being I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh no, because I remember like before I was born, I think there was like a console called the PlayStation 3. It's like a really old console from like 2006. Oh yeah, my parents got that before I was even born, and then it actually still works fine somehow. After like what 19 years in there, that's just been sitting there. Yeah, it still works.
There was also one time where I had to stay at like one of my friend's house until like 9:30 or 10 at night,
What?
and I went home that late.
Bro, what?
Well, before I actually get in, yes, I did have a sleepover at my friend's house, and like we did play 3DSs, but like not the same game because I was just focusing on making like doing Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I had like a guide on my laptop for YouTube, like how to figure out, because I was just lazy and didn't want to spend a lot of time searching. I was just following YouTube videos. Whatever they do, whatever I get 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, I do not care. Whatever. And then at the house, I got my very first 3 star rank on Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon in like 2017. That was like I think 9 years ago. I had a sleeping bag and I slept in like my friend's room there. So yeah, even brought my iPad to my friend's house a few times in my life. That was pretty good. That's because my dad and my brother had an event. There's a lot of personal information that I just don't want to share about
Yeah,
this.
no.
But I think you know some of it, just don't expose it.
No, I'm not gonna expose it because that wouldn't be right. Anyways, though, like back in those days, I used to have a really good sleep. So I would sleep at like 8 p.m., like 8:30 p.m. Like
Oh yeah.
I used to sleep that early.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah, but now I just sleep dead late.
Yeah, same. To be like I used to go to bed at like 7:30
Oh God.
or 7:45. All right. Moving on to 5th grade. Well, yeah, I had a really good sleep schedule, but like I fell asleep a lot in class and like there were times but like I've had trouble sleeping a lot at times as I got older, but like sleeping in class I don't think is really a big deal. I just have trouble sleeping sometimes. Like when I was just a kid. But yeah, always make sure, but like, yeah, my sleep schedule. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. Like, it's better now, but like, still a little messed up. There's nothing really else to share about fourth grade or the rest of my elementary school career.
Well,
And yeah, I did stay at a friend's house because my dad and my brother had like an event at a school event or something that there's a lot of personal information that I just don't want to share or expose about that. How expose about that? But like my mom went to that event, so I did not want to go there at all because I didn't want to. I don't know what my mom was doing or like why she went, but I stayed at my friend's house pretty late, and like their and like my friend's baby brother, who was a baby at the time, was now in like middle school or something, like 10, 11, and yeah, he got to sleep very early. He had to sleep very early, at like 6 o'clock, I think 6:30. I think that's how early babies sleep.
fifth grade, I had a really, really weird time because some girl reported me to a office over like, oh, I touched someone's butt. No, no, I did not do that. Like, what the is wrong with you, bro? Like, oh my god, bro. I never touched someone's ass. What the? I don't do that. Like, that is honestly the most dumbest piece of shit I've ever heard. First bullshit I've ever heard. Oh my god,
I
fucking
think
getting
I had
reported to the office. That honestly was pretty shit. It was not great. I crashed
yeah.
out. I was crashing out after that happened.
All right. I think I had the same situation happen to me before, but it was a lot different. But I'm going to get to that later. Before, let me ask you this question, Drules.
Yeah, what happened?
Have you ever heard of an au pair before?
No. What?
You've never heard of one?
Nope. I never did.
Let me look them. Okay, yeah. Because I've had like two. Let me look them up really quick. Let me just look up what they are real quick.
Yeah, I don't even know what they look like, but alright.
All right, so it's basically a young person that just from another country that lives with a family and just helps them out in
What the
some.
what the hell? Yeah, I never heard that word, bro.
You've never
Technically,
even heard of it?
No, absolutely not.
I actually
technically
have
a
like two of them. Not
long-term
at once, just one at
babysitter,
a
I
time.
think.
Oh, okay.
So I did get an au pair in the summer, and I would, and then it seemed, at first it seemed like everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, everything is gonna be fine.
Yeah, then
But
what happened?
then, what do you think happened?
I have no idea.
I started like doing, I started getting into fights with her.
What?
True.
Not physical. It's just like arguments,
Like, why? What were you even arguing about?
random shit. I think
Oh,
I don't
okay.
really remember at that. I don't really remember right now.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't think anyone knows why. Like, I did that.
Alright.
Like, why I actually did that is because I was scared of her. I was actually scared of her.
Oh no.
I hate to say this, I really do. But like this is actually true. I am devastated that I did that. I'm very devastated that I did that. What I just said there. An au pair, like literally an au pair. So but like I was like overthinking that stuff, coming up with like these ideas that I've never thought of before. But like I did, like at first, like I was kind to her, but then out of nowhere, I just started getting into fights with her. But like in September last year, I got asked a really great question. Did she do some Wait, hold on. Before I get into that question, I will like say like the fights I got into her, like why I got into those fights with her. So why I got into those fights with her because I thought she was a pedophile, literally. And to be honest, as an adult, I still take that way too seriously. Believe me. However, I got asked an interesting question. Did this person, or like, did so and so, whatever her name is that I'm not gonna say on this channel, that I'm not gonna expose without her permission, do something that made you think that? And yes, she did do something that made me think that. She just tossed me in the air and threw me on the couch. But like she was 18, I was like 10, turning 19 before I was 11. And like clearly I think that I was overthinking this because my grandparents that are on like my mom's grandparents that are on like my grandma's side, like from my mom's side, like their parents were like they're little adults. Their parents were like there's that was like a 15-year age gap. So like that thing, what I thought of, just made me think that an adult, how would just that's what made me come up with the idea of an adult being attracted to kids. That's literally what made me come up with the idea. And things just get worse from here.
What actually happened after that?
It just like continued to happen for like most of the time she was there. To be honest, I feel like really bad for doing that. Like I should have not done that.
Anything else?
And there was oh yeah, the bullshit thing that happened to me. Here we
Oh
go.
no.
So basically, I did have like one of my best friends tell me to tell another person to stop bothering them, and this has just been going on and on and on and on for a while.
Oh boy. Alright.
Like very, very like it was eventually bad that eventually the entire three of us got reported to the principal's office,
What?
and then the principal had to have a talk with us about this bullshit that happened.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's honestly fucked up.
Yeah, like
Yeah, and the
isn't
principal
fair.
was yeah, in some ways. I would probably say that I didn't really have as much homework as I did in 5th grade and like 3rd and 4th grade, and kind of odd, but like to be more clear, yeah, my best friend from elementary school told me to tell told me to tell someone to stop bothering her. So I did that. And like that person said, "We're not bothering her." And then I just told her that, and then like this thing eventually caused drama that got like all of us involved sent to the principal's office, and then literally, and like I was not happy. My mom was like pretty upset from that. And like I'm not friends with her anymore. And like overall, I did not like she did not always I did not think she always told the truth. She did not I don't think she always told the truth. Like sometimes I gotta go with what I say instead of what other people say, especially for those people online. But like, because those people online, you don't even know them. You don't even know them in person. You actually got to be careful of who you're speaking with. Because, like, if you mess up some way with people like that, you could be in serious danger. So like it's always good to like be careful who you're talking to because you don't really know who's behind that screen, and you don't really know if they're telling the truth or not. So like just be careful of that. Even people in person, you still got to be careful because like even though there's lots of many truthful people out there, there's like more liars out there who just lie about things all the time. Like even now, I'm like being very cautious about what people say online or in person, whether they are true or not. If I think it's fishy, then I don't think they're telling the truth. But it really depends on the scenario. Like if I see evidence, then I think the people are telling the truth. But yeah, whatever. Let's get back into this. I just felt that that was kind of strange to me. And there's also, I think there might have been like one thing that I forgot to share
Yeah.
about the videos.
What
Like
is
I
it?
started making videos when I was 9. I was practicing to be a YouTuber, like recording video games with my iPad set up on a chair facing the TV. I was like, yeah.
Alright.
Like I was doing
Good
I was
start.
doing really well. Because I had some friends over to help me out with that.
Oh, okay.
Because yeah, because I witnessed something unexpected with one of my friends before,
Wait,
like when
what?
they were at my house.
Alright.
Because one of them threw up
Oh no.
for eating way too much food.
Oh yeah, I remember you used to like vomit so much back then.
Oh yeah, I think I did too. I think once Robert sees this part of the interview, this is gonna blow his mind.
Yeah, I used to.
Yeah, I didn't see it happen, but I heard it happened. My parents weren't even home.
Oh no, that was even worse. He should
I
have
had
done
to
it in the
I had
bathroom.
to huh?
He should have done it in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, I think she did it in the bath. Yeah, she probably did it in the bathroom. There was like an adult in the house though, like a babysitter with me. Like, yeah, the babysitter wasn't an adult. I like said that by mistake. The babysitter that was in my house was probably like maybe 16 years old, I think. Oh, no, 14. 14 years old at that time. But it was sometimes things don't go well. What I should have done in third grade is told my parents I didn't want to work on homework at ECC at certain times, but I didn't have a choice. Even if I told them, it probably wouldn't make the situation better. That's what I think, but I really should have just told them because I wasn't good at sharing information as a
Right.
little kid. Like we all make mistakes.
I still struggle with
Everyone
that.
does.
Yeah.
All right, I still remember making videos with Baby Einstein puppets
Oh
on
no.
my iPad. I was like, yeah. And then there was one time where my mom interrupted my puppet show and started speaking in a weird voice. You're gonna get to that in a second. Yet again, Baby Einstein is a TV show that entertains babies and toddlers with puppets and the puppets basically what keeps them entertained. And Baby Einstein also teaches kids about like different types of stuff too. They don't have just like Baby Einstein doesn't have just puppets.
What the hell?
Oh my gosh, I really would imagine how Jeffy would react to that. Oh boy. Jeffy. Oh boy. He won't even be allowed in and I didn't even know about Jeffy at that time. I was like 8 or 9 years old. And like my mom, she called herself the mommy puppet in that puppet show. And my dad said that I love the mommy puppet, which I actually don't. Even though it may look funny, in reality to me, it wasn't. But what would be funny is that if I had like security puppets that would actually like drag her out of the puppet show or like kick her out, like maybe kick her out of the puppet show or like escort her out because like that would probably be funnier. That would probably be funny. But like the original thing, no.
Bro, what?
I would have like imagine how Jeffy reacted to that.
I don't even know. He's just a puppet. He doesn't have feelings.
He would probably freak out. I didn't even know about Jeffy at that time. I think another thing I want to share about. I think it's like the end of fourth grade is when I stopped going to ECC because I had an au pair. Like, oh my god, Jeffy as the bodyguard, or like the security versus the mommy puppet. That would be a pretty hilarious combo. Cause like Jeffy is insane. He literally threw a couch off the balcony before. And he even threw a TV off the balcony. Like he's only a puppet weighing 2 pounds. So he can literally lift, I think, maybe 100 to 150 times his body weight. So that means he can easily overpower the mommy puppet at this point. But like, I didn't even know about Jeffy at that time, and even if I knew about him, he would not even be allowed in those puppet shows. Ever. They were able to help us out, like me out, me and my family. To be honest, there's one more thing that I'm gonna share. It's the Tahoe trip with me and my friends. Sometimes not so well.
Oh boy.
Because one of my friends was like, because when I was asleep, one of my friends like called out to my, like yelled out to my mom, and like it woke me up.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This was true. I had a Tahoe trip with, I was at a Tahoe trip with my friends, and like one of my friends called out to my mom, but like their mom came up. That was, I'd say, pretty. I would say that's like pretty impressive. Not impressive, but like pretty unexpected. If you're expecting like my mom instead of like their mom. And
Sleeping.
then like one of my friends just decided to stay up until like 3 in the morning to talk to the devils or something. I don't
What?
care.
Dude, what?
It was probably he was probably just imagining them in his head. Like staying up until 3 in the morning doing something crazy. Talking to the devils. Probably just using his imagination. His bed was like right next to mine. So like I probably I was awake, I was trying to get to sleep though. I was fine. 3 a.m. And it was like at 3 like it was like at 3 in the morning
Dude, what?
when my mom came into the room and I was like sleeping, and I was trying to be asleep so I wouldn't take any of the blame for it. And then this happened. My mom said, "Is he in asleep?" And one of my friends says, "Oh no, he's just pretending to be." What a unlucky guess. My mom told me to come downstairs, and I said no. To sleep like in my parents' bed with my brother and my dad, I said no. And then she just left the room, and it was at like 4 in the morning when she left the room. I
Oh,
checked my clock. My mom probably overheard me by accident, and then she was like, "Come on downstairs." She had to tell me like 2 or 3 times. Like that is just like why would my parents like have to do that?
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. There was like one time like yeah, like around the time I would see like one of my friends like go like try to like I was like 10 years old that time, almost 11. Like, my parents should not have to, like, at that age, I believe you should get a choice to sleep with your parents or not. Your parents should, like, never have to force you to sleep with them at that time. You should get a choice whether you sleep with them or not. Unless if it's like in a hotel room or something where you have to share a bed. But really, you really should get a choice. Your parents should never have to do that, ever. I really should have just refused every time. Because, like, I have the right to say no to that. Sneak downstairs to get himself some food at, like, 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh no, that would not end well.
Stop the cap.
He was successful, but there was one time where he tried to sneak downstairs or just... And his parents caught him. His parents were, like, right by the stairs.
Skill
In the
issue.
cabin.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he, like, my friend would, like, sneak downstairs. He would, like, scooch down the stairs, and, like, when he was down, and, like, when he was trying to, like, scoot down the stairs to be very sneaky, but, like, what he said was, like, what he did was, like, pretty stupid, because like, I went to use the bathroom at night, and, like, and I witnessed him get caught. He was only, like, maybe a third of the way down. He was, like, probably only, like, a third of the way down the stairs when he got caught. Maybe almost halfway. I don't really know, between there. We were, like, staying in a Tahoe cabin.
Okay.
And there was one time where my friend's mom came in the room, and my friend just ran out the bedroom, and his mom said, "Get back into bed right now."
Oh no.
I witnessed that. I was in my bed, and, like, my friend just ran straight out the bedroom door, shirtless, and he was, like, halfway through the hallway when he finally stopped. And he did listen, though. He listened, luckily.
Okay.
Nothing really. There was one time where I did have to, like, stay with friends one time because of something. I don't remember what. There was one time where I had to, like, change in my friend's room once.
What?
Okay. A little disturbing there. Don't really need to know that. Don't really need to know that. But it is true. I was 10 or 11 at the time. Fighting for me and my au pair was still going on. That was mainly because I was scared of her. Now, to be honest, this was summer of 2018.
Alright.
Really, something really bad happened.
What happened?
There was this one time where I was at, like, my friend had a brother that had a birthday party, and, like, they were just little kids. He was just a little kid, and the au pair came to the party. Like, the au pair.
Be au pair.
Like, my au pair. Did I not? Oh, you probably remember now.
Oh.
Like, I tried to, like, spy on her or something.
What the hell?
Spying on her inside a house at a birthday party. Could you, like, maybe, how do I explain this? I was just seeing what she was up to, making sure nothing suspicious happens. Like, I was just being very, like, I was just, like, spying on her, just getting ready to pounce as soon as I see something suspicious. Like a cat. That's what it looked like, but in reality, I wasn't gonna do that. Or, like, see what she's up to. And then things got worse.
Yeah, caught.
I got kicked out of the, I got kicked out of the party
Hey, whose
by
party?
my mom. It was like my friend's brother. It's someone from another country that helps with
Oh,
your
that.
that
Oh, you
help.
were spying on them?
Yeah, I was spying on her.
Oh, yeah, stalking isn't the greatest bet.
I wasn't really stalking. I was just like seeing what she was up to. I didn't want her to go near I didn't want her to go near anyone else, like any little kids. You see? You see? That's the small detail I explained when I said I thought that person was a pedophile. My mom, I like did some very chaotic, not necessarily chaotic, but I did do something I did do something pretty rude, acting all rude around her, like trying to be rude to be trying to be rude to her, like whatever. How do I even explain this? Very sneaky, trying to spy on someone, being rude to her, trying to like get her out of that birthday party, which did not end well. I don't remember how I got caught, but my mom dragged me out of the party while I was walking against her in tears in front of everyone, and she just drove me home. Okay, yeah. Technically, I did not get kicked out of that party by like the host. But like based on what my mom saw, she dragged me home because of how I was acting towards the au pair. So like I didn't really get kicked out. It was basically my actions, and she just wanted me to leave. It wasn't the host that kicked me out. And yeah, like there was also another birthday party in like a few months ago that I went to by myself without my parents. It was my friend's birthday party in like March. And in April, I went to like that same. And in April, I went to that same house for the birthday party in July that the au pair went to, and luckily she didn't go into the one in April, but to the one in July she did go.
Bro,
And I
what?
lost, and I just lost all my video games for the rest of that day.
Wait, but when did it, like, what time of day did it actually happen?
Close to the afternoon or something. I
Alright,
think I was mad.
you probably were.
Oh yes, I was. I literally should have. Oh yeah, I literally should have imagine how Jeffy would have reacted to that if he went through the same thing.
You would probably destroy a lot of stuff.
Oh, oh yes. Oh yeah, I probably would have gotten grounded or like taken my video games away for like a whole month or something.
I used to get grounded quite a lot.
I mean, based on what I said, getting grounded or taking my video games away for a whole month when I was 11 years old, I think that probably could have happened if I did like the stuff Jeffy did. But like, it's I I am not the type of person to act like that. But oh boy, I was mad. I was mad. Walking against her shoulder in tears in front of everyone from a hallway to a front door. That was so embarrassing because like I don't like crying in front of other people. It is so embarrassing. But like I'll say this. Whenever I clear Epsilon, I might even cry. And if I do cry, I will actually post a story of myself on Instagram of me crying for the Epsilon clear so that I know that like it's not so bad once you cry in public. You get wait, you see me wait, you said that you get grounded quite a lot?
Back in those days.
I only got grounded one time, but we will get to that later.
Okay.
Yeah, I got grounded for being rude to that au pair, saying never do that again. Cause like I was so rude that like I was grounded for the night. I had to go to bed early. I didn't get like any screens taken away, luckily. But like still, had to go to bed early. entire elementary school career, that is like everything that I needed to share there.
Oh,
Moving on to middle school,
yeah.
because that's where I met you.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Sixth grade. Honestly, though, when I met around Robert that time, he was having issues. Then apparently I got lunch detention for splashing water at him, and then I was forced to not hang around with Robert, and basically I just had to ignore him. But
Did
then
your
again,
parents tell you that?
no, teacher did.
Oh, yeah, oh my gosh. I've heard a bunch of rumors about him.
Yeah, I mean, those after I got lunch detention, bro, I got grounded for 3 months. Like, bro, that's crazy.
Like, what did you get lunch detention for that type of shit?
Splashing water at Robert in the bathroom.
Oh,
That was honestly
I got the ten.
that was
I
dumb,
got
honestly.
detention for. Yeah, I got detention for looking under the bathroom stall because people forget to lock the doors. The principal.
How did the principal know you were doing that?
Probably hidden security cameras. I don't know. I don't really have anything else.
Oh yeah. Sixth
I'm.
grade, I used to collect Pokemon cards and shit like that.
Oh yeah. He mentioned. Drules mentioned Robert. Oh my gosh, I met him in fifth grade, and oh my gosh, I was sitting with my best friend, and he just walked up to my table, sat down in front of us, and just started saying the most random crap possible. He was very annoying. And getting detention for looking under the bathroom stall, pretty messed up because I wasn't sharing information. Because, like, I should have literally shared more information about that because at my middle school, you'd get detention for the most stupidest things possible. And I think and I literally think my middle school should be sued for that. Literally. Because I've heard a lot about it. I think I really think my middle school should be sued for that.
But I stopped eventually.
Yeah, there was one time, like, my parents found out I got detention, and my dad said, if you get detention again, you will be grounded. This is just uncalled for. Like, getting detention again for being grounded, I think, like, if it's something stupid, it's uncalled for. Like, just come on, it's just detention, it's not a big deal. Like, come on, it's not really that big of a deal. Like, detention, it's not really that big of a deal. Like, come on. You shouldn't be crowning people for getting detention. Unless if it's something, like, really bad, but, like, stupidest things like that, no. And I didn't get detention again. Yeah, there was like lots of people getting detention in the most stupidest ways possible at my middle school. And there was one time in the summer of 2018 that I forgot to share where I was going to Six Flags and I had to make a movie. And we stayed like from opening until closing. And then we didn't go super fast.
Oh.
Like, literally, this should have been me when I was doing. Like, when I was going there. When I was going home.
What the hell? Is Bo speedrunning?
Not a real run, by the way. It's a task run. Tools, this is
Bro
speed
did it
run.
in like 15 seconds. Almost 15 seconds. That is crazy.
Moving on to 7th grade. But before we go to 7th grade,
Yeah.
let's go to summer of 2019.
Alright.
This is where I had to take like a 5-week trip with the trailer.
So, 5
And
weeks.
we traveled along the road a long, long time for like 5 weeks. We went out of the state to lots of different places. Even my au pair went. I think I already told you. You probably should know what an au pair
Yeah.
is.
So, in our country, that works or helps.
Helps out with family, yeah.
Oh, okay.
basically. In the summer, I should have I didn't really have anything to do on the sabbatical, like the 5 week trip.
Oh,
It was like, yeah, pretty. It was planned. Pretty good, except it didn't like staying in a trailer for like a whole 5 weeks. Never happening again.
I mean, honestly though,
Yeah,
honestly, I'm not surprised really.
it doesn't really surprise me either. I forgot to share some stuff in fourth grade. Like in going into EDCC, I would like act out the Super Mario 3D Land cutscenes
Oh,
like every single day. And my brother would join in sometimes. Like me and my brother just doing that is simply pure fun. Like me acting out the Super Mario 3D Land cutscenes, like look at the letter and then just freak out and then just run straight towards the playground or the school and then just jump.
oh,
I do that pretty much every day. That was a lot of fun doing that. I loved it because I used to run a lot and I would like run towards the playground like every day, but it would only be like a short distance, like a few seconds. And there was like one time where my brother would just like stand there around where my spot where I like pretending to freak out like in front of his friends or
oh,
something. It was it was just like really cute.
oh.
Moving on to seventh grade. This is where things start to change for me. Do you still remember when I had blue hair?
Yeah. You used to like dye your hair like.
I still remember that. I've been doing that since like mid second grade. Yeah, and that's when I decided to change, and that's when I decided to grow out my hair. Like it was in like seventh grade. Yeah, I did decide to grow out my hair. I originally planned to grow it out in like I wanted to grow it out in like second grade or something, which I started doing that, and then I eventually changed because I had like a sleep dream where I was sleeping and I was dreaming that I would get my hair cut like Gil's hair from like the kids show Bubble Guppies. Got cut like his probably in like maybe mid second grade all the way up until like almost to like mid second semester of like sixth grade. So like you had to give up that because like I was like 11 almost 12 years old because I had to give that up. It was hard moving on, but like that's when I decided to grow my hair out. And also in my science class, there was a pet snake and a pet tortoise that my teacher had. To be honest, that was really amazing since I got to have because there was one time where I got to like handle the snake
Oh,
for a few times.
I
Like it
see.
was like my first experience. Like the teacher like put the snake on my shoulder and started crawling down my body.
Oh
Like
boy.
I, I stood very very still. Yeah, that was my first time like handling a snake in like a long time. It was like pretty big, so I didn't know what I was doing. So I just did what I did. I just stood perfectly still. Very, very still. I was actually kind of nervous doing that, but it wasn't so bad now. And also, forgot to mention, I did get a new au pair at the summer of 2019. He was a really cool guy. It was super nice. I didn't get into fights with him like the last one. It was good. Yeah, up until the time where I had to visit family in Texas. And
I see.
this is when I found out about Jeffy.
Oh boy.
December of 2019. Well, yeah, this is when I actually found out about Jeffy, but like years before that, I actually found out about Super Mario Logan, the channel, which is now called Super Marvin Logan because of like the cease and desist that they got to stop using the plushies. So, like, honestly, the first videos I watched were like the Luigi's Mansion videos and like the Mario videos. I did not know about Jeffy until like I was 12. I guess 2019 is when I like started like actually making videos. They were pretty bad since I was only like 11, 12. Yeah, they're still on YouTube. Did you notice like any of my ceiling fan videos that are like pretty bad? I'm working on fixing that, seeing what I can do. They're not terrible, but like it's pretty embarrassing someone talking to you while you're recording. Really depending on the context.
Oh yeah,
Which
they
ones?
they weren't terrible. Honestly, all of them weren't terrible.
The oldest ones probably were though.
Yeah, because it was like unedited stuff. So obviously
What do you
it
mean
was
by
like
unedited stuff?
just a rock clip.
Yeah, unedited. I didn't know about video editing at the time. All right, so seventh grade. This was in like nothing really actually bad happened in seventh grade. I did not mention this. I was a little kid and I went to my cousin's house and I went outside to like see my to and I saw their dog that I was like afraid of. I used to be afraid of dogs, but not
True.
anymore. Like it was a
Oh,
black Labrador that kept on like going that the Labrador was probably licking my shoes like while my grandpa was like holding me in the air, and he was like also licking my cousin too. And I was like, "Can we go inside?" And then my grandpa just brought me inside. I was afraid of that dog. Years later, I reunited with my cousin's dog, and we got along just fine. Yeah, I wasn't afraid of that dog anymore.
I see.
But eventually they gave him away. I still miss him to this day. And even though it's been like over 6 years since they gave him away, so it's possible he could have died. I still miss him though to this day.
Oh,
And also, there was one time where my phone broke. It wasn't charging, and we tried to deal with it, and there was nothing we can do. Like, I recorded a ceiling fan video in 2018, and like all the videos that I recorded, gone, just gone. I was super upset because but I, because that was like the footage. Because I might have actually been like, I was super talented at Mario Odyssey. In like April, I planned to do that challenge with like no Mario, with like hardly any Mario Odyssey experience. I just decided to like jump into it, and I only got about halfway. I was 11, but I did 7 months of training for that challenge and recorded myself doing it. I might have actually been like the youngest player of 2018 to ever complete that challenge. Yeah, that video is gone. That was like 7.5 years ago. But like that will be true. If that video was up, that would actually be true. Because I spent 90 minutes on that challenge in November with 7 months of training. I was 11. But since I recorded it, that video was also gone. I
I
might actually
see.
get emotional here. Don't mind me. That video was actually gone. It was gone. It took me like a full 90 minutes in November to actually do that super hard challenge in Mario Odyssey, which is called Spinning Athletics Jumpless. It took me 90 minutes to complete that challenge.
Oh, rip.
I never gave up, never got frustrated, and I completed it. And all that happened is that the video and all the other videos on my old phone gone. Even though I made a ceiling fan video in like November of 2018, I had to wait all the way until like December of 2019 to actually record that again. You know how it feels, don't
Yeah,
you?
it's tough.
If it wasn't the video of me doing the jumpless challenge would have been uploaded on my
Yeah.
channel as of right now. It's still even super hard to actually think about this. Anyways, moving back to seventh grade. Everything was like going fine. Like, also, I forgot to mention, I did have therapy one time, like a bunch of times. I would say mainly because I got into fights with my first au pair. And then when my second au pair came, it got much better, but still I went because I didn't want to I had to have a new therapist because my other my other one actually my old one actually got pregnant
What the hell?
at that time. I did go to like therapy like longer than I should have went though. But still, I was having like problems. I was still
Oh,
having like behavioral problems and like anxiety worries. Also, let me ask you this. Have you ever had braces before?
no.
I did. So yeah, I did go to therapy. Like I had to get a new therapist because like I think my old one went on maternity leave because she was pregnant. But like I eventually didn't need therapy anymore up until like COVID hit, and let's just say I think I took like a 6 month break.
Never.
Cause I, cause I have October 2018 to like February 2020, and I
Oh,
didn't want to like smile with teeth at all in school
yeah.
pictures, and my parents like even tried to like bribe me into doing that. And I was like, nope, not doing it. And this was up until like it was going really well up until COVID hit. Oh, everything shut down with COVID. And like it was going really well. Cause like maybe just say a 6 month break and I had to do therapy for like I didn't do therapy in the summer at all because of like the 5 week trip. But like for how do I explain this? In May? No, in like August or September I had to continue with therapy because of like I still had problems, but like I didn't get into fights with my second au pair like the first one. Still had problems. But like during COVID, I still had problems because I was having trouble controlling my emotions and during COVID because I did not like when everything was shut down. The schools shut down. We were all put into online classes, and I did not like that. I did
Yeah.
not like that at all. It's really, really hard to like actually do the online classes. COVID really fucked me up. Because then I had to return to therapy for more behavioral issues for like another like year or so. It got better though. Nothing really much to share about eighth grade except for like going to hybrid, like part time in person, part time online. And I forgot to share this.
What?
Like I did grow my hair out pretty long. Yeah, I went to part time hybrid, but like my brother decided to, but I think my parents decided to put my brother in like online class. Yeah, and like my second au pair recommended me to do a man bun or something.
The hell?
Yeah, he recommended me to do a man bun.
I don't know what that really does, but alright.
It's a man bun is like a style. My mom tried doing it to me, and it looked crappy. That's because I fell for her trap. If anyone decides to make a trap like that, for those of you that I know in real life, I'm not falling for it. You don't even know what a man bun is?
No.
Like a hairstyle.
Oh, no. Haven't heard of it.
You've never heard of it?
No.
Understandable. Like my mom like actually did it to me and it looked like, to be honest, like this was during the COVID pandemic. Yeah, cuz she didn't like put all of my hair up in a man bun. She only did like part of it. Yeah, this is like clearly I did find out about Jeffy in like 2019. Well, yeah, basically, my second au pair was the one that actually came up with the idea. I know he was teasing a little bit, but since he only did it like once, maybe a few times, I'll just let that go. But like my mom did like the worst of it. So like I can't let that go unless like maybe a miracle happens. Or like maybe something happens. I don't know. But then my parents like found out about him and they said Jeffy makes fun of people with disabilities. He clearly does not. They just make these videos for entertainment.
Weird.
But Jeffy, he is like very poorly behaved. He promotes violence, does lots of bad things, and other stuff. But they just do it for entertainment. Like, we know we shouldn't do these things. So like other people like should be allowed to like watch Jeffy.
Yeah.
Like even though I can since I'm 18 years old, like other people should be able to since Jeffy doesn't make fun of people with disabilities.
Real.
Now, to be honest, this is like nothing really much to share about 8th grade. Well, yeah, this is true. Jeffy doesn't make fun of people with disabilities. His his actual mom, his biological mom, was abusive to him. So like that's why he acts like this, cause like so he's just stupid in general. He went through child neglection, he was abused by his biological mom, so like Marvin and Rose adopted him. So he's just stupid in general. He doesn't have any disabilities. None of the, he doesn't have autism or any disabilities. None of that. He's just stupid in general. Or anything, like the man bun situation. Like I literally, like my mom should have just put like all of my hair in a man bun. That would have been like, that would have looked less silly.
8th grade honestly was just probably one of the most chillest years I've ever had. I think you were in my history class 8th grade. Yeah, you were.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
It was a
Your
trap.
voice was a bit different there, even though it was a bit deep back in those days.
Yeah, and there was one time where my plane for Florida in summer 2021 had cockpit problems. Engine problems. It was so delayed. Like one of our suitcases was on a different plane, and we had to wait a day to get it.
Oh my god.
That sucks. It was tough. I stayed in Florida for like a month. That was good.
Alright.
And 2021 is also the year I got into Friday Night Funkin'.
Oh yeah, somewhere around there I got a little bit interested into it until 2022.
I got into and when I played the game, I was very interested into it and like I'm gonna play this game for the rest of my life. And here I am.
That's where
Playing Ozu. Still playing it.
Yeah.
To be honest, I honestly loved Friday Night Funkin'.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very fun game. But this was about freshman year where I was like really struggling in like the college prep classes
Oh.
because of my disability. Did you struggle at all as a freshman?
Yeah, I did.
I struggled a whole bunch
Yeah, I had a stupid
as a freshman.
I had a stupid fucking teacher for math that literally couldn't even help me get a grade up. Like, start off free with a pretty bad grade.
Wasn't that like sophomore year?
No, I mean I got grounded 3 months. Yeah, where I failed something and then it took like 3 months to recover.
And so what I did is that I went to the ARC for help. I first tried really hard, and then I made a tough decision that I just switched to easier classes.
SAI.
Yep, SAI.
Yeah,
And then 2022 is when my other dog passed away. That was like really sweet.
that's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss.
That was like 3 years ago.
But still, I am so sorry about what happened to your dog.
I know. Like we knew this would happen ahead of time to him, but still.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I think I was like during like 2020, I think like I suffered one of my first losses. My dad's dad. Yep.
Oh.
Heart attack. My dad was pretty sad back then. I don't even know. I mean, he's recovering.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I don't really think I have anything else to share about like freshman year besides.
Yeah, I'll like
Is that
freshman year I started to take speech again and I worked with Miss Thompson till pretty much nowadays.
Yeah.
Bruh, I was an absolute maniac in 9th grade. I was so immature.
And oh yes, I still remember running after that random dude's water bottle in 7th grade.
Oh yeah, that was
He said, I swear to God.
I think I even witnessed you actually do that. And honestly, it was funny.
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah, and there was one time, every time that guy would see me, he would like always make a face. Like there was one time where I was just opening the door to get out of the restroom, and he was on the other side opening the door at the same time as I was, and he saw me.
Oh no.
Every time like he would caught me, I would say, oh, he caught my ass.
Okay.
That's something that Jeffy would say.
He would have.
Oh my gosh, running after that random dude's water bottle was absolutely hilarious. I was just goofing around that time. He was like, I swear. Or I swear to God. Or I swear I'll tell. He did not sound to me, he did not sound very serious. I was just goofing around. Like he said that before.
Oh, I heard that I got grounded for like 3 months over a stupid F. Well, actually, that happened sophomore year, and
I got a lot of F's in freshman year.
I only had one F.
Sophomore year was where like things kind of took a turn for me. Well, mainly these F's were like tests. I didn't actually fail a class in high school.
Sophomore year, I nearly failed.
Fire alarm malfunction.
Oh, that's so fucking annoying. I swear to God, bro.
It only. Oh yeah, that fire alarm is so freaking loud. I hate it so much. It went off in like the portables like 3 times. I was in that building, so I got pretty lucky.
Yeah, I never even had a classroom in the portables.
There was one time where we had to go to a show in like summer 2022. That's when my grandparents moved away to Washington in like September. And like there was one time where I was playing a game on my phone and my mom decides to like rest her head like on my shoulder. And then and then I was like, "Get your head off my shoulder."
And what?
I didn't really say that though. I was
Oh.
like, "Hey, just get off me. You want to lay down? Lay on the other side." We were outside,
Oh.
sitting on like one of those stone things at like our high school that we've seen, similar
Yeah.
to those. I don't know. There was like one time in my sophomore year where I actually had to, like, I never failed a single test sophomore year, even though I did go to the ARC a couple times. And eventually, I got math pretty straightforward, like the first semester, sophomore.
So, oh, you're all talking about sophomore. Oh, sophomore year. We're
All
just
right,
maybe.
second semester actually got kind of bad.
Oh yeah, same for me.
Yeah, I had to like I had lots of homework. I was like super worried. Like my parents had a trip to go to Disneyland just
Oh,
before finals.
oh yeah, that was tough. A
Bunch of teachers were shocked that I was going on a trip before finals, and my parents said no video games if I'm gonna stay and study for finals. But like hearing that is just uncalled for because like I was just playing because I just wanted to improve at rhythm games, and I still do.
told me
Like
about.
they didn't know it was finals.
I think you told me.
Like
During,
I cried.
you told me during junior year or even sophomore year actually. I think I got grounded for like 3 months because I failed. Well, I had an F in one of my classes, and I had to freaking recover that like the rest of the year due to my teacher getting absent because she was pregnant at the time. But
Oh yeah, I heard a lot about that. I heard a whole bunch about that. I was actually still this sophomore year was around the time when I got into OSU. It was a
oh,
lot more fun.
oh, okay. I think I got into it around that time too, like mid 2023. So we're in the summer actually. That was summer 2023.
I think I
Then
got into it in like spring 2023.
yeah, no, June. So around June. Because I remember starting it 2023 and then. Well, I did rhythm games in the past. I ended up switching to OSU just for improvement. I ended up switching to OSU for improvement because I did 11 months on boba and I was not getting anywhere.
Oh yeah. To be honest, I started Ozu in like March of 2023.
I started like 3 months after that. And I'm pretty sure I got you in the I'm pretty sure I got you in
Ozu?
yeah, 'cause I think I remember recommending it, even though I didn't get it until much later. Oh yeah,
I
and
think it.
then obviously I got Ian into Discord because new texting and stuff. I got Ian into Discord because new texting and stuff type shit. 2022, I believe. That was like the summer of 2022.
Well, oh yeah, I saw you like ranting about stuff, and that's what got me into doing it.
Discord.
Yep.
Oh, I started
Also,
Discord for like a former friend. A former friend, like, well, I don't even talk to him no more. Like, he got me into Discord in like 2020 summer.
also, don't even think about mentioning that guy that said the N word and got me sent to the principal's office.
What the hell? Yeah, we're not gonna mention that.
Oh my god, yeah, that did actually happen. I was so mad when I got sent to the principal's office at lunch. Just to be a witness. Just to be a witness. Like, really? For reals. Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, because it's a pretty bad story.
Yeah, it is
Sophomore
really
year,
bad.
sophomore year, just not much really happened except I got grounded for 3 months, except I got grounded for 3 months, and that was actually the last time I got grounded. Actually,
Oh, okay. At sophomore year, like in like May, I started to like struggle with like homework and studying and stuff, and I just had to cramp a lot of studying in because of my parents having me to go to Disneyland because they would say like no video games at all during the trip. I think either Phoenix Kitty or Silly Fangirl got me into Ozu. One of those two. I don't remember. And that's just bullshit. And I would honestly
most likely
say
Phoenix Kitty.
like if they should allow me to play video games, if I don't want to go more than a week without video games like Ozu, they should either let me play every day and don't have me play on the weekends, or let me play on the weekends when they go to Disneyland.
Yeah, pretty much like this is where things really started to turn into my life. Like I got a lot of traumatic experience during 2022,
Yeah, I
2023.
did.
I didn't
Yeah,
tell
I
you
did
about
too.
it.
Like one of my classes were chaotic.
None of my classes were chaotic,
Oh
but
yeah. One of my classes, physics class, SAI physics, was so chaotic. And there was at least one time where my tutorial teacher came in the room saying, "What is going on? I can hear you from my classroom." And oh my gosh. That that class was so chaotic. Sheesh.
yeah. I actually forgot to tell about a weird story in seventh grade. Some girls used to go after me. Yep, it was not funny. Not funny at all. Over my looks, dude, that is honestly so stupid. Like, why would girls go after just one guy, bro? Like a year younger. That is creepy.
I cried so much when I ruined my mom's birthday trip because like
Oh,
she never deserved that. Like Jules had girls chasing after him because of his looks. To be honest, that is actually kind of creepy. That has never ever happened to me before. If I'm being honest, I've never had a girl chase after me before. But like my IRL, I know Drules, he is my IRL best friend, but like one of my other IRL best friends, Genevieve, she has teased me before. I wouldn't necessarily say chasing after me, because, like, I swear she didn't do that.
real.
I really should have just, like, talked with her about I really should have just talked to her about it. Like, that
Yeah.
it was, like, just before finals and stuff.
I didn't even have to worry about that actually. So around summer 2023, that's when I went to Yellowstone, and that trip lasted a week. And getting there by driving took 2 days.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Yeah, I
oh
went
yeah, I
there in
forgot to talk about
2019.
my story in mid 2021. Oh yeah, I got to visit one of my older cousins in mid 2021, and honestly, it was a blast. I loved it. East Coast is so cool. I even got to visit one of my mom's old workplaces in
Also,
the
I
East
forgot to
Coast.
share something from, like, 7th grade. Have you ever fallen asleep in class in middle school?
No one never did.
Okay, because in 6th I
I
and 7th grade, it
didn't.
did a lot. have.
I didn't fall asleep in class a lot though, but well
Yeah,
nowadays I was.
there was one time where I fell asleep for on Tuesday and Thursday in like the same week, and then the first day for the next semester I did it again. And like for 2 days in a week, my mom said if we fall asleep for 4 days, then we're gonna think you fall asleep every single day, and we're just gonna make you go to bed early every day. Absolute bull.
Yeah, true. I mean, back in like sophomore year, I used to sleep at like freaking 10 p.m. Well, actually no, no. 8th to 10th grade, I used to sleep like at 10 p.m. Like I get tired at 10 p.m. and then also, you know what was even bullshit? I used to have a deadline for video game. I used to have a deadline for video games at like 9:30, and then I did something real shit, and then it got down to 8:30. So during
Yeah. 4 days in the entire year for falling asleep. I don't even know how I managed because, like, that was probably at the very beginning of the school year, maybe like second or third week where I fell asleep twice in 1 week, and I somehow survived like the rest of the semester without falling asleep a single time or with being like awake enough where I don't fall asleep because like I had trouble sleeping at certain times. Because sometimes, because with my autism and ADHD, I did have trouble sleeping, and I sometimes still do, occasionally.
those times, I spent like an hour and a half just watching YouTube. I mean, I was
Okay.
allowed to watch YouTube, but just not getting past 8:30 until eventually, early and mid 2023, the rules revoked and I could just play whenever I want.
All right, junior year, like sophomore
Oh,
year, it was probably the hardest for me because I just barely did that. I barely held on to an A in geometry, like fucking hell.
dude,
I
literally my
clutched that so hard.
sophomore year was probably like one of my easiest years. Freshman year, I absolute died on. Like it was so hard because of bad math teacher. That's
Oh
it.
my gosh, I clutched that grade. I clutched that geometry grade so hard.
Geometry, I did really good because I had a good teacher who's now in a different high school. I don't know. A lot of teachers were moving to this other high school. We're not going to mention, as you know, location leak. Not a good answer.
All right, yeah. Junior year has probably got to be one of the hardest years because of video production. I had to do script writing and had to make a video in like a
Oh,
full semester.
oh yeah. Late
The second
junior.
one,
Yeah, I was struggling U.S. history. I was like terrible at history. I mean, in sophomore year, I was just crushing the competition with freaking history. I did good, and yeah, I ended up doing English to intensive because I was pretty bad at writing. So I ended up learning how to write more stuff, and eventually now I became really like good at writing because YouTube. Well, then again, I started YouTube in like sophomore year, like September 2022. Freaking first video was Funky Friday. The start of my YouTube channel was really just rhythm game content, which for 6 months only gained 100 subscribers, which was absolute terrible. So I ended up switching to different content in somewhere around 2023, and that carried me to 2K subs until I quit it. Until I quit it somewhere around like no, it carried me to like I think at some point like 2.5K ish. I like quit it because game out pay to win like crazy on Roblox. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I started Roblox initially in 2017 on a different account, and I forgot the initial account, and then I had a 2018 account, but I got hacked, and ended up quitting Roblox. No, in like early 2020, and then I ended up quitting for a year, and then returning like mid 2021 with my current account. Other than that, that was just a little story of how I like quit Roblox for like a year and a half.
yeah, so here's a little story about junior year that I'm going to summarize. So apparently, video production for script writing, like I did not like script writing that much. I was not, I wasn't very creative in video production. I couldn't write well. I I typed up my script and like printed it, I think. I don't really remember.
Oh,
But yeah, I had to make videos, and there was one time, twice, where I made it on the video bulletin.
oh, yeah. Obviously I didn't want to show my appearance on the video bulletins because I did not deserve to be identified more.
Well, yeah,
Cause
that is true. I did make it on the
my
video
life is
bulletins.
pretty much hidden. Most of the time, it's just hidden. I don't want my identity being hidden in school, bro. Well, actually, my identity was hidden at school because, yeah, I just didn't like. I was a shy person. I'm still a shy person. I just barely speak. That's it. At school, I just do not
Yeah,
talk.
yeah. Even though it was like hard to work in a group of people, cause I didn't want to do like most of the videos solo.
Yeah.
I most of the time did not want to do any of the videos solo
All right.
because it was just going to be really hard. I'm not very creative, especially in the second semester where things where I had to like make a full entire video in just one semester. It's like 5 to 10 minutes or something.
Oh.
And I heard that you need like at least 5 weeks to actually edit it. For me, it only took me like 2 weeks to actually edit it. It was like very fast for me, and that was like actually unusual because I was probably freaking out in the second semester that I wouldn't be able to get everything done on time. Like, it was just a real pain in the ass for me to take video production.
Oh, yeah. I didn't take video production because I wasn't really interested in it.
I was interested in it because I loved making videos.
Yeah, but apparently it was just
I didn't.
necessary.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was going to be like so much work.
Yeah.
Apparently, to be honest, junior year was probably like the hardest. I did do good in all the classes, but I forgot to like schedule a backup, so I had to do like. Okay, yeah, video production was a pain in the butt because I did not know it would be so much work. I freaked out a lot in that class. Had to make a movie. Lots of things happened. So I had to, since my mom like looked at my schedule like just after my junior year ended, and I saw that I was signed up for video production too when I didn't even need it. But luckily my schedule changed.
Good.
Summer of 2023, just hung out with my cousins, did lots of ice show speed persona, just being like pure funny.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I just
Hung out with my schedule, changed video production too when I didn't even need it. But luckily my schedule changed. Went back a little bit.
good.
Summer of 2023, just hung out with my cousins, did lots of ice show speed persona. Ice show speed persona was in 2024. Just being like pure funny.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I just speed persona. I used to do it for like a year, so you eventually grew out of it. Oh yeah, 2023. I used to take. I ended up finishing my PE credits in junior year, and honestly though, I got this class called team sports, and that was so fun. You just play in just teams. You just play sports and like team stuff, and honestly, it was really good. I loved it. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
my schedule got changed so last minute to weightlifting senior year. Like, I didn't originally plan to take weightlifting. I planned to take financial literacy. And to be honest, I loved weightlifting. It was better than walking for fitness. It was just pure fun because it was just more active.
Yeah, I mean that's how you got to more interested in the gym. I honestly was just lazy during senior year, but junior year I had a good physique. Now I'm
I don't
pretty much
really,
my physique is terrible now.
I don't really remember how I got into weightlifting though.
I know I used to do taekwondo for like 10 years and then ended up quitting in like somewhere around senior year. I think like
I did
November.
gymnastics. I did gymnastics for like eight 8 years, I think,
Oh
and then I
yeah,
quit.
yeah, fair enough.
In the COVID pandemic, that I quit.
Yeah, I ended up continuing taekwondo even during COVID, and it was difficult. Before I like quit, I'm pretty much known as like a third degree black belt. That's how good I was, and my physique was good back in those days, and now it's terrible because I haven't
Yep.
exercised in like almost like seven
And
eight
then
months.
and then let me tell you something about senior year that you already know. Here we go.
What?
Culinary class.
Oh yeah, I also took culinary, but I was in
Where?
separate period. What? Senior year.
We had the same teacher though.
Yeah, but different period. Yeah, I have.
I'm against
I
this
had-
so
I
much.
had Jeff like 6 period. You had her 6th period.
Yeah, I did.
And honestly though, Jeff is a really good. Is really good.
Yeah,
True.
but I think I should talk about the problems I had.
The problems.
All right. So apparently, like, I don't mean this in any rude way or any offensive way, but I was like, I did not want my hair to be tied back at all because I was like so against using a hair tie. Like, I would just like use a hairnet or something, and
Oh,
I didn't like. I was worried that I was gonna like forget my hairnet, so I was so worried. Like, I felt that I had to do something. I felt that I had to do something to like do that, or like try to make myself not forget the hairnets or something, or like do whatever I need to do to like if I forget them or something. Like, you could just have my hair down the entire time. I don't care. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got hair ties.
We were. Yeah.
That was legit. Like, I would be like, you gotta like listen to Chef, bro.
Yeah, there was like one time, like it was so hard. Like I was like constantly complaining about this because I was so against it. And to be honest, it got to the point where I just did a whole bunch of Jeffy persona.
Oh yeah, which I think is still happening to this day still.
It got to the point where you had to tell me to stop doing it.
Yeah.
And you were like, that's not funny.
Yeah, actually it wasn't even funny. Like, even when I had a voice message with proof that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a
long time
shit
ago.
that I did a voice message on where I called you a girl. Valley, it's just a joke. It was just a joke.
Oh, hell
It wasn't
no.
meant to.
And yeah, that's pretty much enough about, like, culinary. But to be honest, it felt like actual pure luck when I didn't have my hairnets and I was using a knife on Play-Doh.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I used to sit and cut stuff, and then I realized it's actually dangerous. I realized it's actually dangerous. What the hell? I realized it's actually dangerous to do that, so I ended up like got more used to standing up.
Bro, that was literally luck. You don't even understand. Like, I had my hair down the whole time. Like, I still don't get it.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even get it either. I was legit also telling you to put your hair back.
Was it luck, or
Like,
was the chef being
a
nice?
fun alternative?
Yeah, imagine we were like in this. Imagine we were like in the same class, and I kept on refusing when you told me to.
I'll literally just have to step in.
Like, what would you do?
I'd probably just either I'd ask Chef or just see what's going on. But
Was it luck, or was like my chef being nice? Because I think my chef was being nice, or either it was just luck. I don't know. But like, it's normal, but like, I'm so against it, and I think you're gonna hear the reason later why I'm so against using a hair tie.
like, Chef, are you okay? Or Chef, what's going on? But I had her 6th period, but also like during like senior year, but later senior year. Well, that actually happened. So like May 30th, I had to take a I had to take a college class to cover art credit because I didn't know what the frick to take. Freaking art credit. So I ended up with doing like Japan history, and it was really good. It was online. Fun fact, it was online, so that was just like just do it. Got an A minus on it.
Yeah, I really loved weightlifting senior year. It was better than walking for fitness, to be honest.
Yeah,
And yeah, it was. And also, why I'm so against using a hair tie is because it would look silly for how short my hair is. Trust me, it's gonna look so much better once it gets longer. But like, yeah, that is actually true. It would look silly for how short my hair is. But it really depends on the style. If it's like back here, if the hair tie's like back here, then yeah, it would look silly. But if it's like anywhere, maybe like up here, it won't. But like, I don't trust my mom with my hair anymore, so I'll have to find an alternative solution.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm just so against that. Still am.
Okay, that actually is true. I mean, it's honestly valid. It's valid. Senior year.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is valid. I really loved weightlifting. Like, I took it
Yeah.
my senior year, and I gotten a lot stronger.
Oh yeah. Honestly, though, I've been gotten like much lazier over the years. Junior year, honestly, I like chemistry. It's pretty interesting. And yeah, and getting support from my chem teacher because he realized I was autistic and I needed help, and I was glad to use a note card on the test, which gave me an advantage to help boost my grades, which they were absolute ass. And then note cards really saved my life.
Okay, yeah, his teacher allowed him to use note cards. I couldn't even understand what he was saying for a little bit there, but like, based on what I heard, he said that like he was struggling on tests, so like his teachers like allowed him to use note cards. That's what he's saying. I could barely hear what he's saying. I don't think any of you could like understand what he's saying, but like, that's basically what he's saying. I should load the music next time.
Yeah, I mean, then again, I gotten sick like twice in a row. Well, actually,
I'm
like
so
junior
thankful that
year,
didn't
after I
happen.
took a test for chem, I like just had a really bad fever that sent me home like 30 minutes before I could even leave. It was terrible. It was a fever that got me disoriented. I couldn't even like move. I couldn't even move. I couldn't even like. I was pretty much stunned or just I couldn't really move for like 2 hours, and I was fine after that. It was less worse. But this year when I got sick, it was terrible, and I literally had the perfect attendance. I never skipped any classes. I never had any tardies, well except for like one time in my freshman year. I pretty much never had tardies and absences until like I got sick and had like 9 absences. It was terrible. It was actually when the fever was actually like when the flu was actually a big problem in early 25. Now that it's mid 2025, early 2025 was the issue. And I couldn't even speak. I legit was just stuck at home. Couldn't even do a simple task. Couldn't even stream either. Like
Also, the proms were like really fun. Junior and senior prom. We went solo both years.
yeah, they were pretty good. I mean,
Love them.
honestly, I like the senior one better because it's a more open area. It was also a very beautiful scene. Junior year was probably the most boring piece of, but it was still good.
Yeah, I went to homecoming senior year, and it was a lot of fun.
I didn't go to Hoko because I had bad standing. I had bad standing because I had a D in forensics, so I couldn't go due to bad standing.
Understandable.
Yeah, but I ended up
So
improving to a
apparent,
C minus, so I should be okay.
yeah. And then later, we graduated from our high school.
Which is today, which brings us here
That was
today,
today.
which means
Yeah, but like this was recorded on like June 3rd through 4th. But and this was uploaded June 6th, so it's probably like gonna be a day. So this is probably like a day or two. 1 year, yes, June 6th. So like yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of this interview.
we're gonna be off to college. Not very soon, but like in a few months. This is summer break of 2025. So honestly though, I forgot to explain my story in like 2024. By the way, so before we head out for today, I want to explain my 2024 time. So summer 2024, I went to my parents' home country. I'm not gonna explain what it is because no, that's location wise, but my parents' home country, and honestly, it was just the internet was pretty shit. I couldn't even do anything except watching YouTube and like playing Among Us with my sis. That was all I could do. Yeah, all I was doing was just watching. And there's never any internet outside. That was also an issue. Like there's never any internet outside. No seasons. It was just every day, 80 degrees. It would be hot inside. It would pretty much be hot every day. It's also lots of rain and storm and power outages come. It was terrible. Then like first like few week like a week in, I got food poisoning, which was pretty terrible. That lasted for 2 weeks because it was untreated. It was untreated. I had to deal with it for 2 weeks, and I was food poisoned 2 weeks. I don't know what the I ate, but I don't know something that poisoned me, which I don't know which one it was. Other than that, the trip was pretty cool. I mean, I got to see the beaches, and honestly, there was actually good internet there. There was actually good internet in the beach area, and I loved the beach scene. It was really beautiful. Like the pool, like yeah, it was really beautiful. Like the beach is so good. I think it's the Indian Ocean, so yeah, sea should be warm. Honestly though, it was a really good trip. Honestly, summer 2024 was really good. I got to see some of my cousins, family, friends, and my dad's best friend. Lots of good stuff. A lot of good times.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot
And
it. Yeah, go ahead.
also I plan to take like a laboratory class in college, but not this semester. So maybe I should start overcoming that fear of putting my hair back since one of the other reasons is that I'm worried about what people will say. So maybe I should like start overcoming that
True.
fear.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true anymore. I'm not taking any lab classes in college. I thought I had to, but like I'm changing my major, so I'm not. So I don't plan on doing that.
Yeah, I've had issues with that. Well, what I forgot to explain was 2021. Oh yeah, I remember an incident where my one of my younger cousins who was 7 at the time and now is like 11. Oh, he put a freaking leg on my fucking ear. It was so bad. Like 11. Oh, he put a freaking leg on my fucking ear. It was so bad that I got ear ringing. That legit just it wasn't good. I saw him again in like 2024 and he is still annoying. And then and this year I got to see one of my other older cousins, and he actually said that his the one that I put a leg on here, the same cousin, but it's just his older brother, who's like much older than him. Uh, he said he's a piece. He's like annoying. It's only like 6 years older than me, so yeah. But yeah, he was really chill guy. He's really he's a good cousin. Oh yeah, and I also forgot somewhere in like early 25, my closest cousin was basically like family. It's like my older brother kind of. I treat him like an older brother. Um, they came over and honestly we had a good time. Went to pretty good places. And honestly, I was laughing like crazy with him. He was, but then that problem was that really affected my school. Like I was struggling in math. I even felt like I wanted to kill myself. Which I did not find that worth it because then I started working hard a few weeks before finals, and this is where I am, graduation, and I made it. Killing yourself is not worth it. Do not ever try to kill yourself. It is not a great idea.
Never ever do that. It's not worth it.
Don't you try to do it.
Yep.
Oh.
I should probably start overcoming that fear of me putting my hair back. I might need some help though. I still haven't done that. But like I'm brave now, so like I need to find another alternative, but like I probably will need to overcome it at some point in my life with some help too. May not do it on my own. But anyway, that is the end of our life stories.
Yep. Subscribe to Ian's channel, just like I said. I'm pretty much the filmer of this, and pretty much Ian's gonna upload this video. So, yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to Drules if you haven't yet.
Yeah. Link in the description. All right. Peace out.
Peace out. All right. That's the interview. So yeah, if I'm being honest with you, like, I know my mom said that I talked about my third grade teacher and I shared nothing about my fourth grade class that I really loved. Well, in reality, I came into that interview unprepared. I didn't really write anything down or like have sticky notes. None of that. I didn't do any of that. So I had to make sure that so I had to, so like, I didn't, that's why I was doing like all that stuttering in the interview. That's why, cause like I was like, not, didn't know what to say. But like, that's my personal reaction to the interview. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.